Listen, it's 2025, right? And you got goals, dreams, aspirations, and things that you know you about to tackle this year, right? You know you about to get into it. You know you about to knock them down like some bowling pins, right? But let me tell you something that you should not be doing while trying to achieve these tasks, these goals, and these aspirations. Number one, I know y'all know better, but keep your mouth shut, man. I know we want to share these goals with everybody. We want to tell people what we about to do. We about to tell these people what car we about to drive, the new crib we about to walk into. Let me tell you, keep your mouth shut, bruh. There's a lot of folks out here that's preying on your downfall, close friends, family, associates, whomever. Like, it's people out here that you really think will be rooting for you, but in all hindsight, they are really hoping that you drop the ball, you fumble the bag, you fail, you don't achieve nothing that you set out to do. And the crazy part is, the moment that you fail, the moment that you mess around and get it wrong, they be right there to be ready to say, I told you so. Now let me tell you the importance of keeping things to yourself. Number one, when you keep your goals to yourself and the things that you're trying to achieve, guess what? You have nobody to put their opinions, beliefs, or anything onto the things that you're working on. They have nothing. They can't mess up something they don't know about now. But the moment that you give people the opportunity to speak on something about your life, you giving them room to damper your spirit, damper your mind, to put limiting beliefs on the stuff that you already know works. I've noticed a lot of times when most of anything that I've done was successful is when my mouth was closed, and the only time I opened it was after I achieved said goal. And you got to do the same thing. Like, when I started my YouTube channel, at first I was thinking like, I'm going to, broadcast it to everyone, family and friends, and I'm going to show the world that I'm going to do this and stuff. But in all actuality, I felt like it put a pressure on me, low key. And not only that, but it's like, if I'm out here broadcasting to these people, to people that don't even think YouTube is a thing, because they see it every day, but they may not even think it's a thing for me to make it happen, for it to be possible for me to run up these numbers. They might not even see that for me. So already it's like, they may support, but they only supporting to just see how far I go with it. And I just want you to know, like, you got to stop. You got to keep your mouth closed. I know we got the urgency to tell people what we about to do, but it's like, people really don't want to see you do what you say you really about to do. If you say I'm about to go out here and I'm going to cop that Mercedes GLE full package AMG, you think somebody really, really want to hear that? Like, especially if their life ain't going all that great, they really ain't got nothing going on. You think somebody really gonna be happy for you going out there and getting the all package twin turbo AMG? No. You got to stop sharing stuff with people that don't see as far as they can see in front of them. You get what I'm saying? And I learned that. You know what I'm saying? I learned that, like, not everything that you speak to people come off as just like, them being happy for you. It's more so like they feel like you bragging, and it's not even bragging. It's just, baby boy, baby girl, I want more for myself and I deserve that. But a lot of times, like, with more success, it's like people envy you more. And I don't know if it's the reason because that you actually went out your way to do better and be better, and they stay stagnant. But usually that's the reason what it is. Your success brings out the failure in other people, or basically like they're not doing enough, or they haven't done more, or they just settled. So you got to ask yourself, what would be the cause of me sharing this with people who really don't care or don't really support what I have going on? I mean, I remember the first time I really was speaking on just being a content creator or just creating and just doing my thing. It was like, that's cool or whatever. I mean, even down to me investing in certain things on my journey, people looked at me like I was crazy, but they only looked at me crazy until it started to work. That's the crazy part. People will look at you crazy until it starts to work, until the shit just hit the fan and everything popping off. Not everybody act like they know you. Not everybody act like they supporting you. Not everybody acting like they in your corner. They was doing this and they was doing that, but in all actuality, they never really supported you. They only support you when you hit that ceiling of success. So I'm telling you right now, if you really want to be successful in 2025, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut until all the things that you want to achieve have been achieved, and all the things that you have written down has went through and it was executed. There's been a lot of times where I feel like the things that I spoke on before they got executed, the reason why they didn't make it to the finish line, because I opened my mouth before it got to the finish line. But the moment that I zipped my lips and I just like, you know what, I'm gonna let this happen and let this take place first before I open my mouth, and then I'm gonna turn up after the win. That's when I may speak on it. And even now with some of your wins, sometimes it's just probably best to keep it to yourself, because like I said, not everybody's out here really wanting the best for you, especially when, you know, they not dreaming as big as you are. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's only fair to yourself, to your goals and everything else that you aspire to be this year, is work on it. Work on it. Take your wins in private. That's what I'm taking to myself this year. Like, I'm no longer boasting about my wins. It's like more so like when you see me, you see me. When I pop out, I pop out. That's no better feeling. You get what I'm saying? To be winning in silence and then just pop out and it's a whole new you, a whole new person, a whole new personality, a whole new everything. Like, the vibe is just different. That's how you win. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to make yourself a liability out here. Like I said, people, you know, are going through tough times, difficult times, and you really don't know what people are thinking. And it be the main ones that's closer to you that do you the dirtiest, bro. Like, I mean, the most shadiest of the shadiest things that you can ever think of. And then you looking at them like, bro, that's really you? You really living like that? You really living like that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want us all to win, but you know, not everybody wants you to win. Like me, I want everybody to win, even if I'm not all the way there winning, because I feel like you only block your blessings hating on the next person. You got to congratulate everybody. No salty stuff, because everybody, you will win. You will win. And that's how you got to look at it. Like, one thing I used to always tell myself, if somebody else already has says thing that I want, that means it's very much possible for me to have it too. And that's the way that you have to think. Like, nothing is out of reach from you. Like, just because you see somebody who has this and that doesn't mean that they're more smarter than you. That doesn't mean that they have more talent or skill than you. They just did it. They just doing the things that you don't do, or they just able to lock in and be more disciplined than you are. But you can't blame them for where they're at, because you know that you didn't put in 110% effort all across the board. But I'm telling you, keep your goals to yourself. Be quiet. I feel like all my life I've been living by this, and I've been successful doing that. Like, just popping out whenever I feel like and doing my own thing. But I've always been humble. I always been like, you know, a lot of people think it's secretive, but it's not secretive. It's just, I'm on a need-to-know basis. I don't have to share everything with you. I don't have to share my whole life with you. And I feel like sometimes social media will make you feel that way, as if you have to share every single detail of your life. No, some things are really left to be sacred within yourself. Like, when I first, bought my house and I got to that closing table, I didn't express emotion or feelings or share it to anyone until way after I closed, moved in, and enjoyed my spot. And then it was like, okay, boom, I've been here for a couple months. Now I can, boom. But not every little ounce of your life have to be shared with the world, because I do feel like some moments should be kept to yourself because it's very sacred and it's very sentimental. And I feel like some things you really need to keep to yourself because that's your moment. That's your time to shine. It's like you don't have to share every moment in detail of your life with the world because, like I said, some things is just sentimental and that's your moment. I mean, I remember, for my 30th birthday, I told myself, like, yo, I'm just going to go to St. Lucia for my 30th birthday. And I'm going to go out there. I'm going to travel. I'm going to be having a good time, y'all. And I had put this on my vision board way at the beginning of the year because I already knew that's somewhere I wanted to be. And I constantly envisioned myself there. I constantly put myself there. I constantly looked at the hotel that I wanted to. But I did not tell anybody that's what I was doing for my birthday. I told like a hand close-knit people, but for the most part, like I didn't broadcast that and was like, this is what I'm doing for my birthday. I put it out there, I put it in motion, and guess what? When I turned 30, I was on the most beautiful island with the most beautiful people, with the most greeting of spirit, so welcoming, so humble, and I even met a girl out there when, I was talking about being on my YouTube and being a content creator. She said, go for it. And it just made me feel so good in the moment that this stranger don't even know me. And here she is showing me like people to look at and things to look at about my YouTube channel. It was the best experience that I had. When I got back home, I was like, yo, I want to share this. I want to share this. But y'all, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even share it. I couldn't even like post the full experience or the video because it was something that was so sentimental to me, like something that was like valuable to me that only I wanted to live in that moment and I didn't want to share it with nobody. I mean, maybe later down on the road, but I don't know. It was something about that island that just was like, once I was gone from there and I got home, and as much as I wanted to share, it was like, man, these memories is better just to myself reliving them. And that's what you have to do sometimes. Sometimes all your wins, you don't got to share with everybody. Go take yourself out personally by yourself and say, yeah, we locked that in. We did that. Not everybody needs to know that you out here winning because, like I said, not everybody wants you to win. But listen, I just really wanted to tell y'all that, like, it's not about being secretive, but it's more so about, the sentiment and value that comes with keeping your mouth shut and then achieving things and, being a person that you want to be without nobody coming in between what you have going on or placing their limiting beliefs or negative thoughts on anything that you aspire to be. It's just, you really have to just be careful and just have a discerning spirit because, like I said, you think people are for you and you'll turn around and you'll find out sooner than later that that's not the case. So make sure when you writing down your goals, be intentional, know what you want, be clear, and go for them. And don't worry about what anybody thinks what you're doing, if it'll work, because it doesn't matter. You know you better than anybody knows you. So this is just one of those videos where I'm telling you it's better left unsaid. It's better left unsaid. And I'm telling you the reward of not telling people what you about to do and then you pop out and it's done. I'm telling you it's different. It hit different.